Shalom, Habarim, shalom my friends. This week we are reading a very, very important Torah portion, which is Parsha Yitro. Who was Yitro? Yitro was the father-in-law of Moses. Zipporah, Moses' wife, was Yitro's daughter. And this Torah portion is very important because it was when Moses was with Yitro, he was called to be going to with his sheep to a place. Then he received the call from God, and this is the time in our Torah that we are learning that the story of Mount Sinai, when Moses received the Ten Commandments. Mount Sinai received the Torah, and it's a very important moment because a lot of midrashim, lots of explanations were written about that. One of them was that in this encounter, God spoke. Rabbi Yeshua said that God spoke with Moses in 7 languages, and then those 7 languages translated in 70 languages. And other people said that was only one way that God spoke to Moses, by giving the Ten Commandments. Just as a way to, it's important to remember that Moses was not able to see God's face, but in that encounter, a lot of things may have happened. Rabbi Joshua Heschel once said, "I don't know what happened in Sinai, but something happened. So I would like to share with you which are the 10 Commandments that we spoke about. And those are, God spoke all these words saying, I, the Lord, your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to the house of bondage, you shall have no other gods besides me. You shall not make for yourself a sculpture, image, or any likeness of what is in the heavens above, or in the earth below, or in the waters under the earth. You shall not bow down to them or serve them. For I, the Lord your God, and am impassioned God, visiting the guilt of the parents upon the children, and upon the 3rd and upon the 4th generations of those who reject me, but showing kindness to thousands generations, to those who love me and keep my commandments. You shall not swear falsely by the name of the Lord your God, for the Lord will not clear one who swears by his name. Remember the Sabbath day, the Shabbat, and keep the holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the 7th day, a Shabbat for the Lord your God. You shall not do any work, your son, your daughter, your male or female slave, or your cattle, or the stranger who is within your settlements. For in the 6 days the Lord made heaven and the earth and sea and all that is in them. And he rested on the 7th day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Shabbat day, and hallowed it. Honor your mother, your father, and your mother, that you may long endure on the land that the Lord your God is assigning to you. You shall not murder, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not steal, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's house, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male or female slave, or his ox, or his ass, or anything that is in your neighborhood. So these were the 10 Commandments. Interesting enough to remember that they are kind of 5 and 5. The first 5 are kind of between man and God, which is called in Hebrew, Bein Adam Lamakom. And the other set of 5 are between the man and the man, L'Adam L'Chavero. And they're important that all of them are going together. And always, I think that, personally I believe that the Torah was not written in the whole as we know in Sinai, the 5 books of Moses. But I believe that those 10 Commandments were given in some way at that important, crucial moment in our history. But interesting enough, if you go to the book of Joshua 24, the last book, you will see all the events that happened to our history. But that moment, that special moment, was not there. So that makes us think about that. Something happened that people in different times, they didn't know that Sinai was an important moment, a crucial moment in our history. Anyway, so I think that our task today is to think about how those 10 Commandments are relevant to our lives, and how we can practice them, every single one of them, in our times, in our days. I think that will make us more spiritual, that will make us much more human. Shabbat Shalom.
Alleen ze bleiben